back with some more World Cup facts. Half-time World Cup facts, 1934. The four nations I'm going to talk about are literally the four ones that I've done some videos about today. I'm going to talk about the Netherlands, Switzerland, Czechoslovakia and Romania. I'll start off with the lowest ranking team in the FIFA retrospective FIFA rankings for the 1934 World Cup. It was ranked the lowest out of these four would have been Romania. Romania, they do compete at the next World Cup after this one. They are one of only four nations that competed in all three pre-World War II World Cups. One of only four, as I mentioned. They're also one of the original 13 nations that made the trip to Uruguay originally. The best run of the World Cups would probably have been the 90s. They did qualify for 1990, 94 and 1998, but they haven't qualified for a World Cup since then. They actually did have a pretty good Euros back in 2024, so they might qualify for another World Cup this time around. Alright, now moving on to Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia competed in the finals at this World Cup in 1934. They did lose to Italy. Again, they also reached the finals of the 1962 World Cup, and this time around they lost to Brazil. Interesting fact between both Brazil and Italy, they're two of the only two nations to retain the World Cup. So in Italy's, for Italy and for Czechoslovakia mainly, Czechoslovakia was the first team that Italy were defeated on their way to winning two World Cups back-to-back. And for Brazil, Czechoslovakia was the second team that they defeated in the finals on their way to winning two World Cups back-to-back. And speaking of another nation that has lost multiple World Cup finals, that is Netherlands. They lost 3 World Cup finals, making them the only nation to have lost 3 finals and not win a final. They're also the first nation to lose back-to-back finals, the other nation being Germany. Germany is the only team that has lost more World Cup finals than the Netherlands, but considering they have also won this second amount of World Cups won, joint with Italy, it's not really the same. And finally, let's move on to Switzerland. Switzerland are the only team out of the 4 I just mentioned that do go on to hosting a World Cup. They were the hosts of the 1954 World Cup and reached the quarterfinals of that World Cup. Switzerland did miss out on quite a lot of World Cups, but since 2006 they have been a regular at the World Cup, qualifying every World Cup since 2006. Right, that's my World Cup facts. World Cup facts or halftime facts. Halftime facts. 1934 World Cup, round 16. Round 1 or round of 16. And very thanks for watching. Appreciate it as usual. And again, bye.